Here is our Hamsa, Masumi. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are close kin to your Eorzean dodos. Oh yeah, there are dodos. Hamsa have long been kept as livestock in Thavnair, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest ones was recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let's first make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. Do I get to ride these things? Are you ready? Then let's depart. You need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead, and yours to follow. Oh shit, okay, this is cool. Hell yeah, wow. Those little dodo nests. Alright, that was cool. I like that little roller coaster, kind of, on the mount. Okay. And here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. I wonder when we're gonna get to go in one ourselves. I'm sure eventually there'll be something involving going inside one of the towers. Well, who should it be but young Varshan, on an errand for the satrap. I am. His Excellency bade me come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude for the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days, this remains in the on the front line of battle. No place for children. Your predecessor too often traveled alone. It's been what, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how the fellow's faring. Like those before him, he went on to represent the satrap in foreign lands. Wherever he may now be, I'm certain he is well. As for myself, I assure you that all I do of my own volition, and gladly. I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering, but I still worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you. For you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will nod, Nobdeen, thank you. And who might this be? Not Hanish by the looks of him. Permit me to introduce Masumi, the Eorzean contingent, come to assist in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Towers have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what's the situation like? May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. Okay. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. We'd be glad for any tidings you can share. You two, bring Varshan the latest report, and answer any questions he may have. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and a trading hub both, Radzat Han ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, the stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you'd best see to your original errand. As mine will keep me here a while longer, however, I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east upon the Hamsa. You will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. Okay, go back on the bird. Ah, welcome back. Do I hope you have the giant skull? Yes. Take your ore. Oh my, such fine specimens. Thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype, one that should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it's ready, it'll be time for the true test, so please take your ease while you can. Are they going to use me for more tests? Okay. What, am I just going to go enjoy the beach for a bit?
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well. You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
He's probably still upset.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we? They who cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration. The victors of this war alone will hold the right to answer the question of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said, if it's an existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
He shrugs. Oh, the fuck? He's just there?
What is it? What did you see? Fandaniel, are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds! This is the one!
At long last!
So he's nearby, obviously.
finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field.
So are we gonna be able to test it? Now I'm curious.
It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place. To accompany me to the Tower of Zot.
Oh, we're going to the tower?
Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen. Hope all goes well.
Either way, we are fortunate to have you with us.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue. Is that clear?
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Okay then. So did we finally get our dungeon?
I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there. So
dungeon or solo instance. Either way, I think I'm happy to go fight something, to be honest. It's been a while since I've gotten to do a proper fight. Of anything, for that matter. Alright, let's just get going then and see. This is a rather finer boat than I had expected, but I won't complain. All that remains is to board and be on our way. Oh, and if I should become corrupted, do not stay your hand. Of course, I pray it does not come to that, but you must protect yourself. Other alchemists can fulfill my role, but you and your blessing are one of a kind. Perhaps our only hope for toppling this tower. For all our sakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. Well, the longer I draw this out, the more nervous I become. Let's be off. Going on up the Tower of Zot. Okay. So, Final Fantasy IV reference. I wonder if we're gonna hear
cross the threshold of the tower's influence.
any music for Final Fantasy IV.
Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could.
Okay. We're gonna go in it.
So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance. A few more steps. Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be.
Alright.
Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets. What?
Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, that's no good. Oh, they're actually going inside? Oh, fuck, okay. Going in. Gee, I didn't expect to go in the thing. God damn. So we're finally going inside one of the towers ourselves. Ah, shit, yeah, there he is.
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
Uh-oh, so this ain't good.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
What are you talking about? Yeah, so it's like, yeah, Geiger bullshit design. There's just not
Allow me to tell you
thankfully a
story.
lack of
Surely
giant
you've
dicks
yet to
present.
hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian.
So, from what I'm getting at here is, Ascians don't like telling me shit, except Fandaniel. He's okay with telling me stuff. Well, him and Emmett are okay telling me stuff, because Emmett just didn't care, I don't think. And, I mean, well, they don't. Okay, let me think. Emmett told me stuff because he expected me to fail, and there was no point. Or he just didn't bother caring because he expected me to die anyways, so there's that. And then Fandaniel, I guess, telling me as well because same thing. He expects me to fail too. I don't know. Yeah, they just don't care. That's what I'm putting out. They just don't give a shit.
I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
Okay.
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes?
He did mention the, like, Owen earlier when we did the 5.4 quest, so...
Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
Uh-oh. Exposition headache.
At your service.
Oh! Ammon. Okay. I didn't expect. Ammon's the
Imagine a nation.
skeleton dude
Unbridled
with the cool hat
prosperity.
from CT.
Every need met. Day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence. Fulfilled
Yeah, the cool skeleton guy with the funny hat.
and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull. Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only indulgence. For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot.
I hear some Heavensward music.
Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor.
Yeah, is that Zand, right? Because we did Crystal Tower.
And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition
Yeah, it is Zand.
carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Heed me, Amon. No matter how vast one's empire, or full one's treasure vault, all is rendered meaningless by death.
Man, you know, this is just so cool. All the old callbacks to everything. I know we did the Crystal Tower in A Realm Reborn, but it's cool they're still sticking with this cool, like, Final Fantasy III stuff, which I still want to play on stream, so we'll see that as well.
In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the
Oh,
Emperor
shit.
stands to lose this war.
Emmett.
And so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Fandaniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation.
Alright, because... Okay, so Fandaniel was given the title of Fandaniel, so he's actually Ammon from Crystal Tower, but he was... Because as... I think it was either Emmett or Elidibus who told us in Shadowbringers that the names they have aren't their real names. They're like titles appointed to them. So Emmett's real name isn't Emmett. It's just the title he has. Just how Elidibus has the title of Elidibus.
Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself.
Ah, yeah. Alright.
See what lies ahead.
Interesting.
The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
Okay. See, now this is getting... This is what I was hoping for. Like, all this interesting, cool stuff. And is he gone now? It looks like he's gone.
Easily distracted. Why? I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals.
Okay, so they're still alive, which is good. So there's a chance to mount a rescue mission.
If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades. We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see.
Alright, I'm expecting something big to happen. Like a dungeon of sorts. Hopefully. We'll have to see. Oh, and there you are. Alright. Wow. Waiting for me just at the right spot. Okay. Ah, you returned, but where was Mistress Nadana? Yeah, about that. Manusia Preserve. Just when we had succeeded in making the talisman. I must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. I mean, I think I can just fast travel for now, yeah? Yeah, I can just fast travel there. Also, another one of these fucking messages. I'm good for now. But I expect... Yeah, definitely... I don't know, doing all the Aether... I think doing all the quests would be something that'll take a while. I talk to Thancred. Tell him what's going on. I'm back. Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? Yeah, I'll give you a phone call if I need my Uber to come pick me up. So it was Fandaniel after all. Damn that bastard. I'm sure you wanted to do more, but you are right to return here first. We must tread warily lest we endanger Nadana and the other captives. So what do we do? Do we go somewhere else? First, you must inform everyone of the situation, Nadana's colleagues included. I'll call them together for a gathering, but I think it would be best if you were the one to explain. Another cutscene. Oh, Nadana. Can you answer me this? Though Nadana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Yes. Then we must make warding skills, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This Nadana proved at peril to herself. So let us make more scales, that she and all those who were taken might be saved. Aye, as alchemists, this is how we will help win the fight. My friends, the Satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates his pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the production of warding skills with you. And for our Eorzean visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nadana noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the Satrap's attention, and in recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Oh shit. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. And so, if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Radzat Han for an audience with His Excellency? Oh, we're going there. Alright, I get to finally trade my my tomes, hopefully. For some cool level 90 gear. We should be honored, of course. Closer to cooperation between our lands can only be the benefit of all. Then it's settled. Please come to the gates of the east of Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you into the city. Alright. If I'm going far off, I may need a ride. You may need to Uber me to my quest destination. Okay. We made it, thanks to my taxi. All present, let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permissions, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. So, do I get to trade my things for cool gear?
A vast rock squats upon Thavnair, and to its stony surface clings the city of Radzat Han.
This is yeah, this definitely is like a cool city.
Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
Yeah, this is cool.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Nice. We made it. Cool. Alright. This is a cool city.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are, Megadota. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
Oh, do not get to do anything here yet?
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
We'll have to see what happens, I guess. Yeah.
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Again, I do like the music, though.
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzat Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. on behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Yeah. I'm gonna be straight up with him.
A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not.
What's up, Estinian?
This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
Is this that dragon, maybe, they were talking about?
As you wish.
Well, of course Estinian would know about the dragon.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me.
Who this? Hold on.
Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Okay, it's not. No, say it's not Nidhogg somehow.
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelgr and Nidhogg.
I'll say, yeah, it's. I recognize like the Hraesvelgr, like kind of like feathered wings.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Ah, so this is the whole family then. So we've met the whole family.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with the dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the Satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone.
So Vitra's the what, little brother to Hraesvelgr and Nidhogg. That's cool.
In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Han.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
a charade.
I was gonna say, he's just
and one
speaking
which my
on behalf,
family
I
has
guess.
performed faithfully for generations.
Speaking on behalf of our dragon friend here.
Many envy the Great Worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
Oh wait, what? More eye stuff? Uh-oh, alright, this is confusing now.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razathan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
Oh, so it's like they're both him. I'm assuming. Okay, so he has the eye, so it's kind of like this is like a what is it? Like a little drone, I guess, to put it.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm-blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bear his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
Well, yeah, Estinian's kind of, I don't know, made peace with the dragons.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Rads at hand. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. Tis upon that strength
We did that.
I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions, and should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
No, do I get to at least attune to Aetherite?
Tasks that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Oh, he's just leaving?
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Come on, Estinian, come with us.
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
Hell yeah. Man, I don't know, Estinian's just so cool. Just because I love Heavensward so much. And all this dragon stuff is so, I don't know, amazing. Oh no, do I not get to go inside? Let me in, please. Please. No, I can't go in. I can't trade yet. Fuck. You gotta let me in. Like Eric Andre at the, what was it, the Democrat thing where you can't get in. You gotta let me in. Please. I want to trade my tomes. Alright, whatever. We gotta go back to Charlian, I guess. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let's rejoin our comrades in Charlian and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to tune to the Aether right here before departing. Unless, of course, you enjoy Violet Nausea. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for the reminder. Thankfully, yeah, it's good. That's good. Maybe go back to Charlian. Let's go. Just as I was getting used to balmy Thavnir, we're back in chilly Charlian. Take her out to catch, not to catch your death, eh? We need you for the battles to come. Now then, everyone appears to be here. So let's take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Yes. And nice, that's the splitting quest line done. So we keep going. See what's next with us. And look.